Đọc đi cho thầy. Okay.
Okay.
Turn off
For
please.
two different weeks each year, millions of TV and computer screens around the world and
Or blank.
blank. They are offering channels with more people participants every year. Sign-in began in 1994. Millions of people all over the world and participate in tunnel work. The first tunnel work of the year is April and the second in September.
Good. Each year. Tiếp đoạn 2 con.
Okay. Each year, us kids spend less time in school than they do having screen time. That's watching TV and or using the computer. In fact, the only thing they spend more time doing to have reading problem.
No.
To have them viewing TV is sleeping. Studies show that kids who watch too much TV are more likely to have reading problem.
Good.
The creator of Tunnel Week wants us to reduce our screen time, giving us more time to think, read, create, and do the thing we never have time for.
Good. Giỏi.
Many kids are surprised and at how much they eat to do besides what TV or play on the computer. They do puzzle, read book, and play game. They skate and ride bikes with friends. They play outdoor. Can you live without your favorite TV show? Find out by joining this year channel web.
Good. Okay. Có để thầy dò từ vựng nha. Okay. Screen là gì?
Screen là chia sẻ ạ.
Phải không? Screen mà, computer screen. Sao mà chia sẻ? Share mới là chia sẻ.
Screen là màn hình.
Đúng rồi, giỏi. Blank. Around the world or blank. Cái câu đầu tiên đó, câu đầu tiên của đoạn 1.
Blank. Trống rỗng ạ.
Đúng rồi, trống. Này có một từ lưu ý này, participate nha. Participate. Đọc sai cái đó. Participate. Okay. Cái từ đó nó hơi dài. Participate. Ok, thằng nghĩ vậy là ok rồi đó. Ok. Rất là tốt. Bây giờ mình sẽ qua phần khác, qua cái câu chuyện của tuần này. Tuần này thầy chọn cho con cái khoa học viễn tưởng, chủ đề là khoa học viễn tưởng nha. Okay. Another world, thế giới khác.
Another World by Elaine O'Reilly. Chapter 1. Happy is good. Every student on the bus turned to the nearest person and repeated, "Have a lovely, lovely day."
The School for Higher Studies in Happiness was about 5 kilometres outside Eden City.
Every student on the bus turned to the nearest person and repeat, "Have a lovely, lovely day." The school for the higher study in happiness was about 5 kilometers outside Eden City. Thầy nghe có từ mới đúng không? Repeat là gì?
Dạ.
Repeat là gì? Đọc hơi nhanh ở đây, chỉnh tốc độ lại. Repeat là gì? Bữa mình cũng bữa cũng có học rồi nha. Bữa mình học rồi chắc chắn luôn.
Repeat. Để con nhớ xem nào. Lặp lại phải không thầy?
Rồi, giỏi, good, very good, đúng rồi. Đó. Đọc cho thầy cái đoạn này đi.
Every student on the bus turned to the nearest person and repeat, "Have a lovely, lovely day." The School for Higher Studies in Happiness was about 5 kilometers outside Eden City.
Eden. Không phải E nha, Eden. Happiness, okay. Happiness.
Every day, a bus took the students from the centre of town to the school. On the way, the students sang. There were a lot of students on the bus, and the noise was wonderful.
Sang là sing, sang nha. Sang là quá khứ của sing là hát. Con biết từ hát chưa? Sing. Sing, sang, song. Sang, ok, đọc cái đoạn này cho thầy. Every day.
Every day, a bus took the student from the center of town to the school. On the way, the students sang.
Good.
There were a lot of students on the bus, and the noise was wonderful.
Very good, đúng rồi. Chuẩn, tốt.
I'm Happy. I'm Happy. Every day in every way, I'm Happy.
Nghe sợ rồi.
Student BZXY741 sat behind the driver. His singing was louder than the other students. He sang well and he loved to sing. Happy is good and sad is bad. I'm Happy.
Thầy nói thêm nha, cái thế giới này nó cái không có tên mà có ký hiệu này, con thấy không? BZXY, cái đó như một tên vậy á, nhưng mà nó không phải tên giống như mà tên của mình, nó thế giới giả tưởng mà nó giống như là ký hiệu, cái mã. Con của con nó là cái tên, ok. Tiếp nha.
He really was very happy. He was the best student of the year, the winner for the best smile. Every student and every teacher at the school loved him. He looked out of the window at the white streets of Eden City, at the red and blue buildings, at the flowers and trees.
Thầy đọc trước nha. He really was very happy. He was the best student of the year, the winner for the best smile. Every student and every teacher at the school loved him. He looked out of the window and at the wide streets of Eden City, at the red and blue buildings, at the flower and trees. Đọc đi con.
He really was very happy. He was the best student of the year, the winner for the best meal. Every student and every teacher at school loved him. He looked out of the window at the white street of Eden City, at the red and blue building, at the flower and tree.
Good. Flower and trees. Good.
The city was beautiful in the sunlight. Not real sunlight, of course. There were no people on the streets. It was work time.
Okay. City was beautiful in the sunlight, not real sunlight. Chỗ này nó không có ánh sáng mặt trời nha. Này là ánh sáng mặt trời nhân tạo. There were no people on the street. It was work time. Giờ làm việc nha. Okay, bây giờ thì là mình thấy cái khung cảnh nó giống như là khá được lập trình hay không? Mọi thứ nhân tạo lập trình.
I'm happy when I work. I'm happy when I play. Tomorrow I'm going to be happier, happier than today. In Eden City, some people worked and some people studied. But workers weren't different from students. Everybody was happy.
Để đọc cho thầy. In Eden City.
Eden City. Some people work and some people studied. But workers weren't different from students. Everybody was happy.
Con có một lỗi con có để ý không? Có một từ mà con nó cứ hay bị lặp, con bị sai cái từ nào? Cái từ mà thầy hay sửa thường xuyên cho con cái từ nào? Some gì? Some people hay là people? Con some people nha, không phải people nha, không phải chữ o nha. People. Đấy.
Okay.
The bus drove through the streets and into the gardens of the school. Flowers of every colour turned their heads and watched. The birds in the trees sang, "Have a lovely day." Every student on the bus turned to the nearest person and repeated, "Have a lovely, lovely day." They always did this. It was school procedure.
Procedure là thủ tục. Procedure. Chờ nhưng mà chờ. Procedure thủ tục, con ghi vô nha. Cái từ này hơi khó nha, từ này nó khả năng cao không gặp nhưng mà cho biết không?
Procedure.
Procedure. Chờ, chữ chờ con, chữ chờ. Procedure.
Where is Rosita?
Procedure. It was school procedure. Cái câu cuối con. It was school procedure.
They always did this. It was school procedure.
Procedure. Trong cái xã hội này mọi thứ gần như là được lập trình sẵn. Mọi người đều làm đi làm lại. Yeah, have a lovely chào hỏi vui vẻ.
BZXY741 turned to the girl on his left. She smiled at him. It was a wonderful smile, warm and friendly. She's very pretty, he thought, but she's different. How is she different? Of course, her eyes. It's the colour of her eyes. They were grey eyes, not blue. But everybody in the school had blue eyes. Why did she have grey eyes? Grey wasn't a good colour. He remembered lesson 836. Bad colours. Grey is one of the worst colours.
Cái blue blue là blue eye nha. Okay. They were gray eyes, not blue, but everybody in the school had blue eyes. Why did she have gray eyes? Gray wasn't a good color. He remembered lesson. Bad color. Gray is one of the worst color. Worst là tệ nhất nha. Một trong những màu tệ nhất. Ai cũng có một mắt xanh, con thấy lạ không? Mọi người đều có màu mắt xanh. Ai cũng được lập trình sẵn đó rồi. Hy vọng là mạng ổn lại. They were gray eyes, but not blue. But everybody in the school had blue eyes. Mọi người trong trường đều có mắt xanh. Lạ đúng không? Tại sao mọi người đều có mắt xanh? Đọc cho thầy cái đoạn này cái con.
They were gray eyes, not blue. But everybody in the school had black ears. Why does she have gray eyes? Gray wasn't a good color. He remembered lesson 836. 36. Bad color. Gray is one of the worst color.
Giỏi, đúng rồi.
It is a sad colour. The colour of cold days. The colour of dark skies. It is an old colour. But this girl's eyes were beautiful. He looked at her again. She smiled again.
It is a sad color. The color of a cold days. Color of dark sky. U ám nha, màu trời u ám. This is an old color. But this girl's eyes were beautiful. They looked at her again. She smiled again.
Then she smiled again. Have a lovely day, said BZXY741. She didn't answer him. There was a question in her strange grey eyes. And BZXY741 didn't understand, because in his world there were no questions. In the world of Eden City, there were only answers.
Suy nghĩ. Cái đoạn này con hiểu chưa? Hiểu không?
Có.
Một thế giới mà there were no question, một thế giới không có câu hỏi. Một thế giới in the world of Eden City, there were only answers, chỉ có câu trả lời. Lạ đúng không?
Chapter 2. Be a good friend. BZ didn't understand. Didn't she know school procedure? Always say yes. No wasn't friendly.
The bus stopped outside the front of the school and the students got off. BZXY741 looked for the girl.
Procedure nha, procedure.
Procedure.
Đúng rồi, procedure. Giỏi. Đọc cái đoạn này cho thầy. BZ BZ didn't understand. Đọc cái đoạn này cho thầy.
BZ didn't understand. This he now school procedure. Always say yes. No wasn't friendly. The bus stopped outside the front of the school and the student got up. BZXY741 looks for the girl.
Không phải procedure nha, procedure, chờ, chữ chờ không? Procedure. Procedure. Chờ. Good.
He wanted to say, enjoy your lessons, but he couldn't see her. He followed the other students into the building and walked slowly to his classroom. He thought about the girl with grey eyes.
Okay. Đọc. Suy ngẫm của đoạn này. Okay.
He wanted to say, enjoy your lesson, but he could see her, the flower, and other students into the building and walked slowly to his classroom. He thought about the girl with grey eyes.
Đúng rồi. Couldn't nha. He couldn't see her. Không có thể thấy cô ấy. Rồi cái câu cuối. He thought. Cái từ đó là thought. Nghĩ về. He thought about. Thought. Think á con. Thought là quá khứ của think. He thought about. He thought. Đọc cho thầy cái từ thought.
He wanted to say, enjoy your lesson, but he could see her.
Rồi,
he flowered the other student.
He thought about, chỉ cần đọc cái he thought about thôi. He thought cái câu cuối con, cái câu cuối he thought
He
about
thought,
vào, đúng rồi.
about
He thought about the girl. Ok, tiếp nha.
What was that look in her eyes? Who is she? Perhaps she's new here. Some of his friends turned round and called to him. BZ, you're going to be late. I'm coming, he answered. I'm coming. The first 3 hours of lessons that morning were life studies. Be a good friend. Then there were 2 hours of Do people like you? BZ really enjoyed these lessons, so he stopped thinking about the girl on the bus.
The first 3 hours of lesson that morning were life study. Cái bài học cuộc sống nha. Be a good friend. Then there were 2 hours of Do people like you? BZ really enjoyed this lesson, so he stopped thinking about the girl on the bus.
At midday, the students had lunch in the flower garden. BZ sat down at a table under a big tree with beautiful flowers. It was a warm day, and the smell of the flowers was strong. The birds sang the menu. Hamburger or sandwich, chicken with salad, chocolate ice cream. Enjoy your lunch.
Nghe nó hát hơi sợ thiệt. Có từ nào con biết không?
Dạ không ạ.
Đọc cái đoạn này cho thầy. At midday, giữa trưa, cái giữa
At
ngày.
midday, the student had lunch in the flower garden. BZ sat down at the table under a big tree with beautiful flowers. It was a warm day and the smell of the flower was strong. The birds sang the menu. Hamburger or sandwich, chicken with salad, chocolate ice cream. Enjoy your lunch.
Good, enjoy your lunch. Very good.
BZ took a drink from his glass of cold green juice. Ed took a drink from his glass of cold green juice. Wonderful. He closed his eyes and thought for a minute about his future. It was a good future.
Thought for, nhớ là thought, cái từ thought. Took a drink, okay. Con thấy có ai mà có đứa trẻ nào mà suy nghĩ về tương lai mình mà chắc chắn chưa? Cảm thấy it was a good future, cảm thấy chắc chắn về tương lai mình như thế này chưa?
I'm going to be on the team, he thought. I know that I'm going to be on the team. The team worked for the people's happiness. People were happy because they made the laws. People were happy because they made the laws.
Make the laws là tạo ra luật lệ nha, làm ra luật lệ. Law là luật lệ con. Laws, law.
Laws.
Laws, đúng rồi, luật lệ.
Laws.
Make the law. Tạo ra luật lệ.
Laws.
Đúng rồi. Lọt cho thầy.
I am going to be on the team, he told. I know that I am going to be on the team. The team work for the people happiness. People were happy because they made the laws.
Very good. The law. Gạo lắm.
The team's work was important. They were the most important people in Eden City. That was BZXY741's future, and he felt very happy about it. When he opened his eyes, he saw the girl with grey eyes at his table. "Hi, BZ," she said. "Hello." He smiled, and then he remembered his first lesson of the morning. Be a good friend. Give something nice to somebody. So he pushed his plate across the table to her.
His plate. Cái đĩa nha con. Plate. He pushed his plate. Plate là cái đĩa. Cái dĩa. Đĩa. Cái dĩa. Này không. Plate. Đọc cho thầy cái đoạn này.
When he opened his eye, he saw the girl with gray eyes at his table. "Hi, pieces," he said. "Hello," he smiled. And then remember his first lesson of the morning. Be a good friend. Give something nice to somebody. So he pushes his plate across the table to her.
Đúng rồi.
"Please have some of my salad. It's very good." She laughed. "No, thanks. I don't like the school food." BZ didn't understand. He started to feel strange. Didn't she know school procedure? Always say yes. No wasn't friendly. The girl laughed again. BZ. The girl.
Quy định của trường là luôn luôn nói yes. Okay. Đọc đi con. Please have some more salad.
Please have some of my salad. It's very good. She longs. "No thanks. I don't like the school food." Vincent didn't understand. He started to feel tangled. Didn't he now school produce? Always say yes. No wasn't friendly. The girl looked again.
Procedure con. Procedure. Không phải procedure. Procedure. Lại.
Procedure.
Procedure chứ không phải tờ. Procedure. Procedure.
Procedure.
Đúng rồi. Không phải tờ nhé. Chờ nặng đó con. Chờ nặng.
Sure.
Rồi.
No, school started to feel strange.
Ghi lại nha.
Didn't she know school procedure?
Thấy không? Procedure. Thì chờ nặng. Okay.
Always say yes. No wasn't friendly. The girl laughed again. BZ. Don't look so worried. I like the word. I often say it. No, 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 no. The sky doesn't fall on my head. I don't understand. It's okay. Forget it. She moved her chair near his chair. Listen, BZ, she said quietly. I know everything about you. I think you're a wonderful person. I want to help you. And I think that you can help me and a lot of other people too.
Ok, đọc kỹ cái đoạn này nha. Rồi tiếp.
BZ looked at her carefully for a minute. I think I understand now, he said slowly. This is a friendly joke. Of course, yes. It's very strange, but very funny. And he laughed very loudly. She put her hand on his arm.
BZ looked at her carefully for a minute. I think I understand now. Đọc tiếp với con. He said slowly. Đọc tiếp.
He just looked at her carefully for a minute. I think I understand now, he said slowly. This is a friendly joke, of course, says. It's a very strange, but very funny. And he longest very loudly. He put her hand on his arm.
Okay. Đọc từ từ thôi nha. Con không cần đọc nhanh đâu. And he laughed, chứ không phải là laugh. And he laughed. Cái khúc cuối and he laughed very loudly. Cái khúc đó. He laughed very loudly. Okay, mình tiếp tục nha.
It's not a joke. I want to tell you something very important. It will change your life and perhaps the lives of everybody here in Eden City.
It's not a joke. Cái đó là joke nha. Joke. It's not a joke. Đọc với con không?
It's not a joke. I want to tell you something very important. I will change your life and perhaps the life of everybody here in Eden City.
Here in Eden City. Okay.
Then the birds sang. Go back to work, boys and girls. Back to work. The students in the flower garden stood up. BZ stood up too. I'm sorry. I don't understand this conversation. It's very interesting, but I don't understand it. He smiled his best smile. The girl didn't smile back at him. Listen, she said. There's a dance tonight at the House of Music. I'll see you there. Please come. It's very, very important. For you and me. Please say that you'll come.
Đọc đi con. Listen, she said. There's a
Listen,
dance.
he says. Yeah, a dance tonight at the House of Music. I see you there. Please come. It's very, very important for you and me. Please say that you will come.
There's a dance tonight. I will see you there. Okay, please come.
All right, said BZ. I'll come.
Oh, come.
He thought, do I want to meet this strange girl again? I don't know. I don't understand her. But he had to go. He couldn't say no, it wasn't friendly. It wasn't school procedure.
Anh ấy không có được nói, không thể nói không. Tội không? It wasn't school procedure. Không phải cái quy định của trường, thủ tục của trường.
Chapter 3. Dancing is good for you. Do you know about the real world, BZ? Do you want to know about the real world?
When BZ arrived at the House of Music, the girl was there at the door. Hello, he said. Isn't it a beautiful evening? You look very nice. Lesson 672, Starting a Conversation. The girl said nothing. She took his hand and they went into the building. The dance started. People moved slowly with the music. It was a new song. Dancing is good for you. Blue and white lights shone on the faces of the dancers. BZ and the girl began to dance.
Shone on the face. Bữa mình cũng học nha. Chiếu lên mặt. Shone là shine. Quá khứ của shine là shone. Okay. Shine on the face of the dancer. Đọc cái đoạn này rồi mình nghĩ con. Rồi sau mình học tiếp. The dance starts.
The dance started. People move slowly with the music. It was a new song. Dancing is good for you. Blue and white lights shone on the face of the dance. BZ and the girl began to dance.
Okay. Sao bây giờ mình đến đoạn 3 rồi, con thấy cái chuyện này như thế nào? Có thấy hơi khó hiểu không hay sao?
Khó hiểu hơn cái chuyện trước thầy trò con đọc, nhưng mà còn
ở phía sau con phải chờ, con phải kiên nhẫn một chút nha, cái nội dung nó hay nằm ở phía sau. Bởi vì mấy cái này nãy giờ con thấy một cái mục thi chủ yếu là cái nó thiết lập cho mình một cái cốt truyện đầu tiên này là mọi thứ đều được lập trình, thấy xung quanh không? Mọi thứ xung quanh đều được lập trình, đến cả mặt trời còn không còn nhân tạo, không có thật. Okay. Mọi thứ đều theo sách vở. Con thấy cái thằng này nó chỉ có thể làm theo những gì là cái procedure, con thấy không? Nó không có thể làm khác được. Xong rồi có một đứa con gái mà nó khác hoàn toàn với những gì nó biết đó, thầy nghĩ là nó sẽ nằm ở phía sau. Phải kiên nhẫn xem cái nội dung chính nó sẽ nằm ở cái này, mới là mở đầu, sẽ đến khúc cao trào. Cái nó hơi u tối. Kiên nhẫn nha, để bữa sau mình học, để mình đọc nhanh chút. Thầy thấy cái diễn biến nó sẽ hơi chậm. Okay. Thầy thấy không có nhiều từ mới lắm, cái lại con đọc khá là tốt rồi. Okay. Very good. Okay. See you on Friday.
See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye bye con. Good night.
Good night.